Hey, what's going on guys? It is RSYYZ here, or Rohit Saini YYZ, and today's video I'm going to be showing you how to install the PSP emulator as well as a sample PSP ISO game for 3.60 firmware. Now I think it's been a good 2 years since I made one of these videos, so it feels really good making one of these. Obviously the first thing that I want you guys to ensure is that your PS Vita is running 3.60 firmware. Without this firmware, you won't be able to do this. If you don't have the firmware, then I would highly recommend that you sell your current PS Vita and purchase a new PS Vita running this firmware, which is what I did. So once you have that set, you want to go into your browser and obviously open up the molecular shell link, which will be linked down below. So once you have this open up, just hold select and you will get your FTP server link, and we are ready to move on to the next step. Alright, so this step is going to be fairly simple. You're just going to visit the first link in the description box below and download FileZilla. Without this program, you won't be able to send files over the air, which I personally think is a lot easier than connecting your PS Vita to the computer. Just for the sake of this video, I will be using my Mac. I don't have any Windows computers at home, so if you need a Windows tutorial, I mean, I can try borrowing a laptop that has Windows, but at the moment I don't have any Windows computers. You also want to download the Adrenaline file. That will be the second link, and just download the VPK. And once you are done that, you're just gonna type in the number that you got on your PS Vita. For the host, you should just type in like the first bit of numbers, and then the port will be 1337. Now these numbers are specific to your router, so don't enter the same ones as me because it won't work for you. So once you're done, just click connect, and under UX0, this is where you're going to be transferring the Adrenaline file that you just downloaded. For me, it's going to ask me to overwrite it because I already have it here, so I'm just going to be overwriting it for the sake of this video. Wait, let me do that again. But anyways, once that is done, we are ready to move on to the next step. Okay, so now you could basically say that you're like 50% there, because now what you have to do is close up the molecular shell and open up the new Adrenaline app. It's gonna ask you if you want to download, the new firmware for the PSP system. So just click OK. This might take you about like a minute or so, depending on how fast your internet is. But once that is done, it's gonna ask you again. It's actually gonna close the program, so you have to open it up again. But once you open it, then it's gonna ask you if you'd like to install it, and obviously you want to click yes. So click X again, and you will boot into the PSP firmware. Alright, so now that we have this PSP emulator running, which is pretty cool, you just want to go through the quick setup. It won't take you that long. Once that's done, you're basically ready to port in your ISO, so I'm going to show you guys how to do that right now. Oh, also, if you guys want to exit out of here, just hold the PS button and click the third option and you will be good to go. So just open up Molecular Shell and we are ready to continue. Okay, so once you connect your PS Vita to the FTP using the same process as we did in the beginning, you can go into UX0 PSP EMU and you want to create a folder called ISO. There might be an existing folder already called PSP, but you can leave that folder there as is. Make sure you add another folder called ISO, and all of your ISOs will go inside that folder. So once you are done that, you're basically ready to play the game. Alright, so now my favorite part, you can obviously exit out of the molecular shell again and open up Adrenaline. We'll just open that up. So yeah, as you guys can see, sometimes it's not going to work. You have to try again sometimes. This time it's working, which is good. So now it's just going to load up the PSP emulator, which is pretty nice. So yeah, let's see where this is. So it's going to be in the memory stick because it's literally saved on your memory card, and then you can literally start up the game, do whatever you want from there. So I know a few years ago, I don't even know what year it was, I think it was 2015 or 2016. Wow, that was a long time ago. But yeah, I did make a video on how to do the same exact process using TNV, and when I look back at that video, like, that required so many different steps. It was just insane how far hacking has come in terms of the PS Vita and everything. Now, one thing that I also wanted to mention is once you restart your PS Vita, it won't work, so you do need to load up Henkaku again using the link, and then you can basically start it up again. Make sure molecular shell works, and then everything else should work too. If you guys like this, do not forget to subscribe. It will seriously help me grow, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.